In this section on paths to follow, we're going to look at a couple different ways to approach problem solving. We're now at the point where, okay, we want to do this, we want to figure out how to engage our citizens, we've put together some methods to do that, but now how do we do this in a structured way so that we're really sure, or as sure as we can be, that we're moving the process in the right direction so that we get the outcomes that we want. The text talks about 10 steps for connecting citizens to governance, but as you read through it, you'll see that the steps aren't necessarily sequential. In fact, although each of them is important to the process, how you use them can make a big difference in how successful they are. This topic area is the heart of the course, and these 10 steps actually fall into or can be used with the second path you're going to read about when you read the resource on logic models. The logic model development guide that I've included as a resource is an excellent resource, and at some point you ought to work through it. But for our purposes, I just want to give you a flavor for it, so I'd just like you to read the intro in Chapter 1. It's really a structured method of approaching issues, and it provides a visual representation that can keep discussions on track. And also, as we know, we work with people other than the people in the room at the moment. You might need to bring it back to your selectmen or your council or whoever else you're working with, the planning board. And the logic model allows you to do that in a structured way so that people can see exactly what's happening as you work through. One of the things I'm going to suggest is that you work through an issue using the form on page 57. I think when you're done with this topic, you'll see what this section in the introduction of the logic model that I'm having you read means. Let me read this to you. In general, logic modeling can greatly enhance the participatory role and usefulness of evaluation as a management and learning tool. Developing and using logic models is an important step in building community capacity and strengthening community voice. The ability to identify outcomes and anticipate ways to measure them provides all program participants with a clear map of the road ahead. Map in hand, participants are more confident of their place in the scheme of things and hence more likely to actively engage and less likely to stray from the course. And when they do, to do so consciously and intentionally. Because it is particularly amenable to visual depictions, program logic modeling can be a strong tool in communicating with diverse audiences, those who have varying worldviews and different levels of experience with program development and evaluation. That's what I want you to get out of this topic.